Why are you attacking the Syrian Navy, for example? There's no question of naval warships being in the hands of ISIS. That is precisely the kind of attack that the UN means when it says you are destabilizing this very fragile situation.
Again, in London, you have the luxury to wait and see what happens. We simply don't have that luxury here in Israel. These are jihadists. Okay, so Israel instructed...
No, but why are you attacking the Navy? There are no jihadists taking over the Navy.
So I'm not sure what you mean. If there is a jihadist regime taking control in Syria, or if Iran...
So you do mean to attack the new government here? So all you're saying about how exciting it is, you mean the government here, HTS. That's what you're trying to attack.
We're protecting ourselves against jihadis. The new government doesn't need chemical weapons. It doesn't need fighter jets right now. It needs to rebuild a life for the future of its own citizens. We want that to be a peaceful future on our northern border. We simply don't have the luxury. After the October the 7th massacres, these are jihadis which praised those massacres. They want to emulate them. Some of them do. So, you in London can wait and see what happens. We here in Israel don't have that luxury. We will defend ourselves. We're taking these pieces off the chessboard.
I mean, I'm actually speaking to you from Damascus rather than London, but of course, a lot of people here will also say, well, who are you to talk about weapons of mass destruction or fearsome weapons, given the kinds of weapons you've been using on Palestinians in Gaza?
We've been engaged in a war against Hamas, not against Gazans. We've tried our hardest to get Gazans out of harm's way. We're close to finishing off Hamas. That's one of the reasons why Iran has been exposed. They are weakened, which is why the rebel groups have managed to take control in Syria. We hope this is a new beginning for Syria. We're desperate for good relations with our neighbors. But if that does not come to pass, then we must have ourselves protected. We cannot have jihadists on our border which seek to replay again the October 7th massacre. It won't happen again.
I mean, bombing your neighbors is not the best way to find good relations with them, is it?
So, Krishnan, you're a little bit obsessed with Israel, if I may say so. We've made very, very clear what our intentions are.
Well, you're the Israeli spokesman. That's why I'm asking you about Israel's policies.
And I'm giving you our policy. Our policy is, number one, we want peaceful relations. Number two, our neighbors don't need chemical weapons. They simply don't need them.
David Benson, we must leave it there. Thank you very much indeed.